Okay, I had to get back because I realized that I didn't have my mic on and I was really low. So, I had to get myself back situated for my mic. I'm sorry about the little crackly sounds. I'm having another one coming in, um, hopefully tomorrow, and it'll sound better than this, even though this one had better reviews, this mic. But you never know. Anyways, getting back to the word wisdom. Wisdom is something that I believe we all hold, but with older people, they hold it a lot more because we learned a lot. And so his word is wisdom, and we should definitely cherish that we have this in front of us, that we have this to go to. Because if we didn't have this word, we would definitely be all lost. Like, we would definitely just be looking up to crazy things, like um just basically anything. Now, there's other people out there that has other books that they read into, and they just feel like that they can do things that God don't believe that you should do. Like revenge. A lot of the people that believe in other gods, they I feel like the revenge, they put it in their own hand. They feel like, oh, we can have revenge in our own hands, which that's wrong to feel, because when you take revenge in your own hand, you can really truly hurt somebody. So going into this word and getting the wisdom out of it is definitely one thing that we need to do. But going back to what we read today, the wisdom that God gives us, we need to walk in its way. It's better than silver and gold, it says. It's better than silver and gold. And the Lord gives it to us when we ask and when we search for it. I need the Lord, please give me more wisdom. Please, Lord, give me more wisdom. Like when I'm speaking, I realize what I need to pray about, what I need to ask for more. Because like I'm asking for all these other things, but not really asking for the things that I really need. Like sometimes it could be bills, it could be income, it could be problems in the family. But what we really need to be asking for is more of his word and more of his understanding, more of his wisdom, because that can help us be able to handle what's going on. Like we should have more faith that God is going to handle all of that stuff. He's going to make sure he take care of our bills. He's going to make sure he takes care of our family members. As long as we have that wisdom from his word, everything else will fall in its place. But we got to stay consistent in his word. And even though I'm just starting this channel, I still feel like it's not enough. I still feel like I have to go do more. It's not enough. And I will never feel like it's enough, because God has died on the cross for our sins. Anytime somebody can die for you, you would never be able to pay that back to that. You would never be able to pay that back. You're always going to be forever in debt. And um, let's read some more. So some people rejoice to do evil, and they delight themselves in wickedness. They like they rejoice in that. And like, how can you rejoice to do evil? You know that you need the Lord, and you know that you need wisdom if you can rejoice to do evil. It's just like some people so lost out here that they really need to see look at videos like this. Sit down sometimes and read your word. I mean, because like other things I heard about with different books, like say some about the Muslims. A lot of the Muslims don't like white people. They are prejudiced against whites. A lot of them don't like them. And with my God, we welcome every nationality. We don't discriminate. And so yeah, doing evil and not being able to control that, you need to dive into something much better than Muslims, or I don't know about what's going on with Catholic. But I try not to get into none of that stuff because I don't believe in none of that stuff, because I found a God that I knew that had it all right there for me. He had everything that I ever would ever want. I mean, the love that I found out he had, the patience, the kind, the caring, the forgiveness, the faith, the mercy, the grace, all of that I found to be a million trillion dollars to me. I mean, and so he says, keepeth the paths of judgment and preserveth the way of the saints. So he's going to judge us with whatever we do. Whatever we do, he is going to judge us. Best believe we're going to be judged. So we need to think twice when we decide to do evil over good, to take foolish over wisdom. People need to really like dive in and see what really is. If wisdom is worth more than silver and gold, then you know that is something powerful. It's really powerful. And so the same thing with righteous. Righteous is something that we try to do on an everyday basis. For me, what righteous looks like for me is not hurting anybody, not lying to anybody, um, being holy as possible, um, caring for people, doing as much as you can, for someone, teaching someone and obeying the word. And so the more that we read, I'm sorry guys, I'm just trying to get comfortable. The more that we read this word, the more wisdom we gain. And that's what it's all about. And we can do so much with this word. We can fight battles. We can fight the enemy. We can fight depression. We can fight loneliness. We can fight anything with this word. And so that's why I'm getting back more into my word. I want to start doing this um, at least twice a day, and not just once a day. But I'm, like I said, I'm starting off slowly. So um, we'll get there. We'll get there. And I want to start actually trying to break it down on about each thing that I read, and like talk about each thing that I read. But we stop. I actually read a little by little, so because my memory is not all sharp as it used to be. So I know it's kind of sad that something I just read that I have to go back over and read. That's what it's gonna be. It is what it is. I'm showing all my ugliness, all everything. Everything is uncut. Everything is out there. So until next time, we're gonna read from Proverbs, chapter 2 to verse 18 to 22. So that's not a lot at all. But until then, peace.